Amazing, no.
Hey, what's up everyone? It's me, Eddie. I haven't been uploading makeup videos, so I'm gonna do one today. So I'm gonna review this. The name is the Eco Soul Spau BB Cake. In Korean, it's the Eco Soul Onchonsu BB Cake. This is from the brand the Saem. I don't think it's that as well known as things like The Face Shop or Nature Republic or Skin Food or Etude House. So recently I saw Shinee in commercials for it and I cannot resist. They were fucking glowing. Do you see this glow? Yeah. So that's kind of like why I picked it up. Cause I mean it's summer, but I can't get away from that glowy skin. I know I tried to do the whole matte thing, but anyway. It looks like a cushion foundation, but inside is actually a solid cream BB cream foundation. I don't know. And it comes with a puff and a mirror, so that's good. It's good for travel. It cost me, I believe it was 18,000 won, but the original price is around 23,000, I believe. So it's kind of up there. It's not super high end, but it's not like drugstore price. It comes in two colors. I got mine in the color light beige. When I swatched it in the store, it looked fine. I asked my friend, like, does this look better or does number 2 look better? He said number 1 looked better, but when I put it on my face, it's obviously much too light for me, especially now in the summer. It might be okay in the winter, but you know what? That's why I'm wearing powder over it today. I'm gonna try to review the product within itself and try to ignore the whole color issue, but you know, I fix it with powder, whatever. It has SPF 50, PA triple plus, and it claims that it's supposed to have UV protection, obviously, whitening, and anti-wrinkle effects. The refreshing, highly moisturizing BB Cake makes the skin look smooth and moisturized with its moisture essence to make the skin look immediately as it would after a trip to the spa. So basically, it's supposed to make your skin look super moist and dewy and wet, which is kind of the effect that you do get from it. When I first tried it, like I dipped my finger in it and like I could see like water droplets on my skin, so I was like, bitch. I will admit that the very first time I used it, I was kind of just like, it might have been because of the color being like not the right color for me. It settled in my fine lines, because I have some lines under my eyes and it settled on those, and like it would quickly settle in my forehead line here and my under eye, and just all the lines on my face it accentuated, but it did smooth over my pores and things. And the coverage is supposed to be medium to full because it is like a cream foundation, BB cream. So I was able to easily build it up. It didn't look too cakey initially. The sponge in it is thicker than like a BB cushion kind of sponge. It's much thicker. So I think it blends the product really well and it doesn't put too much product on your skin until you start like building it up. And it holds the product in the sponge really well. So if you just like put it on your face like in one spot, all the product's not just like all in that one spot. It's able to evenly distribute the product on your face. Now I do notice that the longevity and like the way it looks on your skin throughout the day depends a lot on like the skincare you put on in the morning or before you apply it. I noticed if I use any like mattifying or like oil controlling skincare, it tended to make the makeup look a little more cakey as it wore throughout the day. I remember one day my skin just looked so like dry and cracked. Because that day I had like oil controlling toner and like, you know, like gel. I used like a gel fluid kind of moisturizer. It wasn't really moisturizer. So, but I noticed a dramatic difference when I used like my snail skincare sort of stuff, the very moisturizing, very emollient kind of things, and like it wore beautifully throughout the day. However, with that, I will say that there's a risk of it like settling in the fine lines because your skin's so moisturized. So I would say if you're gonna use a primer underneath, I probably wouldn't use a silicone-based primer because those tend to control oil, and so the makeup on top kind of will look cakey or dry. So you need to find the proper skincare to apply beforehand. You want to make sure your skin is well moisturized but not like too oily because the line issue, but not too dry and mattified because it'll look dry. If I did get the skincare right throughout the day, it would maintain that very moist. Like this is after, I mean I set this with powder, but like, oh my god, it looks so good. Like this is the look that I wanted. It was super hot and humid today. My natural oils kind of meshed with the powder and gave me this sort of glowy look. So the makeup was set with the powder, so the fine lines aren't really there as much. Let me just take you closer to my face. I don't know why do keep in mind that I did have a skin laser Fraxel sort of thing recently, so you might see some redness there. I don't know. It did a good job at not accentuating the flakiness from my skin peeling after the laser. That's kind of like why it starts to grow on me. You might have seen it on Instagram, but after testing it with my skin being all red and patchy, I would say it's a very strong medium to maybe almost to full, depending on how much you layer it. I probably wouldn't layer too much because my skin is already like super white looking after I put enough of it on. In terms of oily and dry skin, this could work for oily skin if you set it with a powder. I like to use it with my Maybelline Dream Wonder powder because it gives that HD sort of soft focus finish and it meshes well with the product throughout the day. And for dry skins, I think it looks fine, absolutely fine on its own. Just don't use too much around like if you have like lines or anything. I did find my favorite way to apply it, however, so I can still reap the benefits of the coverage without looking completely like crazy with like white face and like black neck, so I'd have to put it like all over. I'll even out all my skin in general with a foundation. This is the Bourjois Healthy Mix Foundation. I'll put one pump of very light layer all over, and then I'll put the actual BB cream on the high points of it, like the highlighting areas of your face, like on the cheeks here, down the nose, in the center of the forehead, and down my chin, and like I'll blend it out, and like it looks so good. It looks beautiful, and I just love the way the two foundations mix. So if you buy this, you could probably try it that way. If it's too light for you, you can use a sort of like a highlighting sort of product. And after I apply it on the highest, I will set the whole face with my powder. It'll set it and it won't crack or crease, but it'll mesh well with the product throughout the day and the humidity and just give me the glow. Most people have redness around here, so I think it looks fantastic that way. You can put like a foundation all over, very light, and then you can finish it off with this BB cream on top, and it just gives you that glow and that coverage. And if it's too light for your skin tone in general, you can make it that sort of like natural highlight, especially now with all the strobing or whatever they're talking about on YouTube. So this foundation has grown on me. At first I hated it. I was like, this looks terrible. It's cakey, it's, you know, it's settling in all my lines. But if you can find the right way to use it, I was just hoping for something I could use like on its own, but half of it might be my fault because I got the wrong color. But in terms of like its performance on its own, you kind of need to make sure everything is right, and you gotta prep it, and you gotta you know, do whatever it is to make it look good yourself. So I hope you found that review helpful. I'll leave any links down below. Make sure you check that description box as usual, and also for my like Instagram and all that. I'll see you soon in my next video.